Yeah, alright, peeps. It's Double H, yeah? Double H right here again. So obviously for this, what was it called? For this, little, talk smack here, I thought that, I better reply to, the big news that had been announced from, Dark Knight Rises, and I wanted to do it in a very official fashion, man. So yeah. The two villains have been released for what would be the final installment of Batman. And I like to be very truthful here, because you already know that Double H is an extremely truthful guy. My gut reaction is um okay, I mean, because I've given it some thought now. So obviously my first gut reaction was like, what the hell, Bane and Catwoman as the last part. No. But I gave it some thought because I feel like, a gut reaction is good, but, you need to think over things a while. So, I mean, I thought over it for a while, and you see, with Catwoman, it's sort of like, okay, I can see how it could possibly work, but I still feel that the Catwoman character should have been introduced. I think Selena Kyle should have even been introduced in the first part, and should have been like a sexual kind of different sort of distraction straight from part one, because I feel that it's too much to bring in the character in part three, as I don't know whether it's going to be from Selena Kyle to Catwoman all in part three as well as Bane. So I feel that that's it's quite a bit, because I mean, I'm just thinking that if this is a concluding chapter, putting in Catwoman in the transformation between Selena Kyle to the Catwoman, I think is a bit much, because I feel that in a trilogy, a trilogy should be an ending part, so a third part should tie into the first and second part. So really, the third part, a character like Talia al Ghul would make sense. The Return of the League of Shadows would make sense, But bringing in totally new villains that have no correlation to what he went through in the beginning is a bit, does not make much sense. Um, so yeah, I mean, that's the first part, and but I just feel okay, let's see what will happen. Again, let's see what will happen. And with Bane, a lot of guys have been saying, I don't know Bane. I don't read much comments of Bane, blah blah like that. Look, let's put it, guys, very straight here. Bane can have the greatest, amazing past and origin, and I don't refute that. But the fact is that you cannot go beyond the foundation. The foundation of Joker is he's a clown who is mad. You can't go beyond that foundation, because that's just the core of the character. Anything else, you can make him mad in this way or mad in that way, but the core is that he is mad. The core is that the Joker is mad, a mad clown who wears purple. The core of the Riddler is he is a mad guy who commits crimes through riddles. The core foundation of Two-Face is he's a guy who is half scarred and makes choices via flicking a coin. The core of Bane is he's a massive, big guy with muscles. Who breaks Batman's back. But that is those are the core features of it as that. So, anything else, okay, fine, you can do anything new, but you cannot go beyond the core features. And I just don't know how they're gonna make Tom Hardy as big as Bane is supposed to be. Because that is a key feature that you can't go beyond. That Bane is he's massive, he's huge, he's bigger than Batman, he overwhelms Batman. Same way with, say, Sabretooth and Wolverine, that Sabretooth is bigger than Wolverine. That is an important physical, vision, man. So, and I just feel that, again, for a final part, and for what Batman has gone through, I'm thinking that how does Bane tie into what Joker did in Dark Knight? How does Bane tie into Batman's journey that he went through with the League of Shadows and Ra's al Ghul? I just don't see where the tie-in is. And people are like, oh man, half hope. Okay, so what would you have done? And I just thought that, the Riddler as a solitary villain would be a perfect way to conclude things. Because I feel that, again, Riddler, he's a psychological villain, and people see the problem is this is that and this the issues with the way the Joker was portrayed and linking into Jack Nicholson's portrayal as Joker. Heath Ledger gave an amazing performance. In fact, it was an amazing acting performance. But the way the Joker was written in Dark Knight was more akin to how the Riddler's character is. You see, the way Jack Nicholson portrayed the Joker, for me, how I view the way Jack Nicholson portrayed the Joker is how I view the Joker is that the guy, he's just mad. He's just a crazy guy, just mad. He doesn't even know what the hell he's doing, But the way I believe the Riddler is a guy who fully knows what he's doing and is extremely intelligent and everything is well thought out. And I felt that was more of how the Joker was portrayed in Dark Knight. Hence why Nolan bringing in to do the Riddler, people say, okay, it's too similar to the Joker, But I just felt that bringing in the Riddler and the Riddler having watched Batman all throughout from part 1 to the third part would give Batman the ultimate riddle, the ultimate crime, a crime maybe even close to him that will somehow tie into the journey he's made as Batman, and that could just open up a lot of psychological questions of why he became Batman in the first place. Maybe him going back to where he trained in the League of Shadows. But that is what the character of the Riddler could open up for Batman. Hence why it would be more fitting as a concluding part, putting all three films together. But with these villains, Catwoman, is she really as psychological as the Riddler? Really, is Bane as psychological as the Riddler? I mean, again, people say, oh, okay, read the comics. Bane is very clever. Bane is smart. But the key feature of Bane, as I said time and time again, that if you ask anybody on the road, what do you first think of anything of Bane? Is oh yeah, that's the big muscle guy who broke Batman's back. So that is the main thing. So that is what Bane is known for. That's what the guy is known for. So I just I just don't see how it can really work, really. But again, people see this is a phrase that I actually really hate, and I'm sorry, it's a phrase that doesn't really apply to me, all that, because I've been on the board and say, okay, in Nolan we trust, Nolan knows what he's doing. Yes, Nolan we trust. No, okay, yes, he knows what he's doing. He's great. But I think there are some people who have actually said that no, this guy, he's not bulletproof. Okay, Katie Holmes was a bad casting. I personally do not find Katie Holmes actually that annoying in the beginning. I'm actually in a minority who, she wasn't great, but I did not find her as a weakling. She was the weakest actor there, but I did not find her as a weakling. But it was not great casting compared to the kind of characters that could have been there, and the kind of actors that could have really given a much more memorable performance. So yeah, it was a bad casting there, and I feel that, he took a gamble on Heath Ledger, that the whole Heath Ledger thing, that was a gamble. It wasn't like he saw something that we didn't say, no, that is BS. He took a gamble, and the gamble paid off, but it was a gamble, So, and I'm sorry, but so for this thing, I just feel that, Tom Hardy, I think he's a good actor. Some people say that I think Tom Hardy, he has something there. He can do something. I feel that, Tom Hardy, he's got something. And I see that, and this is another thing that actually really, really annoys me, and it's extremely disturbing. I think it's the kind of sick mentality that some people have, because some people now, they're saying that, oh, when I see Anne Hathaway, it doesn't scream Catwoman to me, and people say, oh, because she's not good looking enough, or that she's too ugly, and it's those kind of sentiments that, I want to smack some people in the face, because, guys, this is acting. First of all, the first thing that, first of all, this is acting, and second of all, I don't see that much of a problem with Anne Hathaway. I mean, I just don't see what the issue is, and I feel that using the whole she's not beautiful enough. Okay, then get a model from Brazil to be Catwoman. She'll be great to look at, that's no doubt, but the acting will be horrific. So, and I don't want that. Okay, this is film. Okay, this is film. Okay, so see, Anne Hathaway. I mean, let's just talk about Anne Hathaway. See, I just, again, who knows what new people can do, but I feel that she just does not have an aura about her, a swagger about her, because again, I saw her in Alice in Wonderland and she was pretty good in it, but I just feel that, she doesn't really have, that, je ne sais quoi. Michelle Pfeiffer is an extremely good actress. I mean, watch her in the films that she's been in, Michelle Pfeiffer was a very well-known and very good actress before she did Batman Returns, and she had something about her. This was not about her looks. Okay, she was wearing a mask all the time. It was not about looks. It was just about her acting. Was someone who, like, yeah, man, she has something, and I feel that because again, people think that what's it called? People thought that nobody could beat Jack because of the whole Joker. Look, the whole Joker thing is that Joker is a very elastic character, and anybody can really play him because he's just mad. So really, it depends how far an actor can really go. If you're a good actor, you can put a good Joker down. See, with Catwoman is a much more ambiguous, it's a lot trickier to really nail down. And I felt that, Michelle Pfeiffer gave an extremely unique performance, and it'd be very difficult to follow that, because I feel that with the Catwoman she gave, you can't really go any further than that, because the Catwoman character is extremely restrictive. She's not mad. It's not like, okay, like, how crazy can you do? What kind of weird things can you do? But it's like, Michelle Pfeiffer just got it down, full stop. She just pretty much just ended that character. Hence why, because for me, when I think of Catwoman, I just think of Michelle Pfeiffer's performance, and that's it. Every time I've seen Catwoman in the comics, I'm like, oh, what's this? It doesn't really work. I'm like, what the hell? Look, man, let me just see Batman with his Batmobile. For me, the only time that Catwoman has really worked was what Michelle Pfeiffer did. So my whole vision of Catwoman is just what Pfeiffer did, and that's the only thing I believe that can work based in the Batman world. But all this is just talk. All this is just talk, and I think that we need to wait for photos. You need to wait for trailers, blah 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 blah. But I feel that, guys, man, let's look at all of the greats, all of the trilogies out there, and trilogies as in trilogies. You look at Star Wars. What happened at the end of Return of the Jedi? He fought Darth Vader. And that tied back to part one. Of Darth Vader, this villain who was always throughout the parts, the big reveal in Empire Strikes Back, and then you see him fighting. But him fighting Darth Vader at the end, it ties into the very beginning, with Return of the King. Frodo putting that ring in there, that's tied into the very beginning and what the ring was about, and Sauron. So it's all tied in. You see, because I think because I was talking to Phantom of Opera, and I think because he made a very good point is that, the League of Shadows have to feature in part 3 in some shape or form, or even entirely, because I do not understand how part 3 ties into part 1. Because a trilogy has to be like a book where like all 3 parts are all mixes and they all come into one, like the Triforce. And so I don't see how Catwoman and Bane will tie into part 1. There's still time. Who knows what stuff's going to be in that script? But are the League of Shadows going to feature in the script? Because I believe they have to feature in some way or form. And if the League of Shadows are in there, so you're going to have the League of Shadows, Catwoman, and Bane. That's pretty full. That sounds pretty full already. So yeah, man. Look, we wait and see what's going to happen, man. We wait and see what's going to happen. But I just think that you look at the great trilogies out there. They all come full circle. The the protagonist has to come full circle. I mean, that's just the rules of a trilogy, like a protagonist must come a full circle, and Batman, in some way or form, must somehow, come full circle, and I think another point is, how much time will pass between part two and part. Actually, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Because I'm just, who knows? I mean, I'm gonna have more thoughts about it because I think there's just a lot of stuff to really think about. Because I'm still thinking about, okay, how long has this cat been Batman for now? Because between Begins and Dark Knight, he's been Batman for how long? A year and a bit, And so, how much time is going to pass between Dark Knight and Batman 3? I mean, I don't know. I mean, but yeah, I mean, look, man. I mean, that's just my 5 cents on the matter. You can hate me, you can comment on the body, you can say that I don't know, like Johnny Cage or whatever it's called. But that's just how I call it, man. I just a trilogy must stick to the rules of a trilogy, I do not know how having Bane and Catwoman will link into Batman Genesis or becoming Batman through the League of Shadows and Ra's al Ghul. Bada bing.